So I was Team Xbox during the 7th generation, and while the 360 did and still does provide me hours of entertainment, it denied me the ability to play two PlayStation exclusives that I really wanted to play, which made me mad at the Xbox. One of them is Uncharted, but before tackling A Thief's End, I want to play the other games. Fortunately, they released the first 3 games in a collection for the PS4, so after playing through those, Uncharted 4. So for anyone living under a rock, Uncharted follows Nathan Drake, an adventurer slash thief who goes after sacred treasures and legends but ends up saving the world by beating whatever villain is also after said treasure. Basically, a lot of comparisons in these games can be made to Indiana Jones, but where Indy's cast of sidekicks alternate with each movie, Drake's had a consistent cast surrounding him in the form of Sully, his mentor slash partner in crime, Elena, his on-again off-again love interest, and Chloe, his lover in the second game who Nathan broke up with to be with Elena but still did thieving with afterwards. It's weird. Uncharted 4 starts with us on a boat heading towards an island in a monsoon and evading bad guys. A flashback sends us to a young Nathan in Catholic school hopping around rooftops with his long-lost brother Sam. The level is essentially just reminding us how to climb and jump and also introducing the grappling hook. A flash forward sends us to an adult Nate in a Panamanian jail fighting a fellow prisoner. Our brother is here too and we are looking for a pirate treasure, but then things go bad and then flash forward again 15 years and god, this is making me dizzy. Nathan now lives a normal life, working a normal job, playing with toy guns, having dinner with his now wife Elena, missing adventure, and playing Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1. Also, I didn't know Sony started making phones. Nate's brother Sam suddenly reemerges alive and fresh out of Panama after a good old-fashioned prison break. He gets himself in debt with a drug lord and needs Nate's help to locate the pirate treasure they were after so they can pay off the cartel. Nate lies to Elena and goes to help Sam and is joined by Sully. Chloe isn't in this game, but that's probably because she had other things to do. Uncharted has a simple formula of ingredients. First is exploring. Uncharted is an adventure game, so there is a lot of climbing, jumping, and sliding to get around. Nate somehow always finds something to climb and grab onto, but this grappling hook really pushes the believability that Nate is somehow able to survive all this. Second is the combat. The shooting in Uncharted 4 is amazing. No more getting into cover awkwardly and lining up headshots that don't connect. No, just aim and boom, you're done. I feel like I should mention that I have aim assist turned on. Also, we have hand-to-hand here, and let me tell you that executing a double rock bottom is just delightful. I also appreciate how Nate always lets us know that we cleared an area of enemies. Third are puzzles. Uncharted has us explore tombs, and many of these tombs come with puzzles that we solve using hints from our handy-dandy notebook. Uncharted 4 furthers this by having us inspect items and interact with them to solve the puzzle. Some of these are easy, and some of them needed me and my girlfriend's collective minds to solve them. And lastly is the cinematics. Uncharted is a very story-heavy game. The characters are what carry this series as they work together to try to find the treasure, and the cutscenes alone make these games a fun movie to watch. I'll say Uncharted 4 has the best story, as it's not just Nate and friends trying to find the treasure before an evil army. A Thief's End has Nathan actively trying to save his brother while simultaneously trying to keep the normal life that he built for himself. You know what's always bugged me about the Uncharted games? Nathan Drake has the ability to massacre hordes of enemies, yet when the main villain shows up with 2 armed guards, suddenly Nate is outmatched and has to drop his weapon. Am I the only one who's bothered by this? What's new to Uncharted 4? Well, there's the aforementioned sliding, grappling hooks, inspecting, and aim assist. This game introduces vehicles that you can jump on and off willingly as you explore large areas. 4 also introduces new stealth mechanics. Now, other games have had stealth, but this Uncharted game tells you how aware enemies are of something being off. A Thief's End also has online multiplayer modes. That's interesting. Survival has you and other players fighting off hordes of enemies with every round having a gimmick such as collecting treasure, headshots only, and a full-on boss fight. Regular multiplayer has you fighting other players in various game modes, and, you know, it's solid. I'd like to spend the last paragraph talking about the elephant in the room. The title of this game, A Thief's End. That's a bit stressful. My girlfriend bought me these games together and she's been with me on this Uncharted journey, but as we enjoyed the adventure, in the corner of our eye, A Thief's End would be staring right at us. Are they really going to kill Nathan Drake? Maybe it's going the Collier route and telling us what happens and leaving you to figure out the how. This bred paranoia, as anytime a cutscene played, the thought would be in my head, is this it? Is this how? The game has you playing as Sam early to serve as a possible Chekhov's gun, but then nope. A Thief's End refers to Nate giving up his high-risk former life and embracing the calm normal life. It's a really happy and satisfying ending. 4 is a definitive end to the Nathan Drake story, but knowing companies, they will get greedy and have Naughty Dog make an Uncharted 5 and dub with Nate actually dies in this one. I could move on to Lost Legacy, but I've had enough of Uncharted for now. I have something else I'd like to play.